what is a good target profit margin for done for you services? Like after everything, after all costs are incurred, when all is said and done at the end of the year, when your company's small, you can make a 50% profit margin, right? Like you might make 200 grand in sales and incur 100 grand in costs, and you might make 50% margins. But as your company gets bigger, those margins go down, right? No massive company makes 50% profit margins. That's obscene. So when you're smaller, it's higher. I remember when I used to make 50% profit margin. Now my company's tuned to make roughly in between 10 and 20% profit margin. And I could make it, like, I think right now we're making roughly 20% margin, but I could tweak it to make a lot more, but that would be stupid, because with profit margin, and no one understands this, if the more profit you take today, then the less investing you're making today in things that are going to make money in the future, right? So if you take a really high profit margin today, that means you're not planting seeds for the future. And the money you're making today is coming from work you did in the years before that. So if all of a sudden you stop investing in the future, then you will come to face the future, and then you won't have planted any seeds and you'll be fucked. And so profit is an interesting thing. Some people don't understand how it works. They think the sole purpose of business is to make as much profit as humanly possible. That's really stupid. It's to make a little bit and then plant seeds for the future. It's about who's going to win over the long term. Like, it's not about who's going to make the most profit this year. The person who's celebrating about the highest profit margins is probably the person who's going to not exist in a couple of years. So you've got to learn to balance these things. So in my company, I like to make in between 10 and 20% margin, so that we're actually growing our cash reserves. And I also like to be investing heavily in the future. I could tweak my company to make 50% margins or more, but I'd prefer to be investing in the future. That's how I run it.